If you've ever made a budget that looks perfect on paper but falls apart in real life, then this video is for you. In this video, I'm going to talk about top 3 reasons budgets fail. A lot of times our budget is failing us, not because we're bad with money or we're not disciplined enough, but it's simply because it's built on the wrong system. Once we go over these top 3 reasons why budgeting fails and what to do to fix them, budgeting is going to feel less hard, less dreadful, and you're going to be on your way to financial freedom. So the number 1 reason your budget is failing is because it's based on hope and not data. That used to be me too. I used to set these idealistic goals of I'm only going to spend this much on groceries. I'm only going to spend this much on personal expenses or restaurants. But when it came down to it, I was not making these decisions based on my actual spending habits. So what can you do to fix this? But biggest predictor of how to make sure your budget succeeds is to look at your past spending habits and your past spending history. So you do this by pulling the past 3 months or even a year-long analysis. Go to your bank, your credit card, pull the transactions and see how you've been spending on each of these categories. Once you have that and you see what your average spending per month per category is, then you can set a realistic budget. The first budget you set is going to be pretty close to what your current spending habit is, and then you're going to practice how to stay within budget. After you've mastered that, then you work on cutting down and start spending a little bit less. But first, it starts with creating a realistic budget and learning to track that budget using simple management system that I showed you in the previous video. In the next video, I'm actually going to show you step by step how to do this, how to go to your account, pull the transactions and put it in Google Sheets and categorize and analyze the spending. Now, the second reason why budgets fail because you're being too strict in some of your categories. The fact that you're being too strict doesn't allow you room and flexibility for unexpected things to occur. So one of the key things I do in my budget is I have a miscellaneous bucket in my variable expenses to catch any unexpected costs that might come up. So usually it's not a crazy amount, about 100 to 200 per month that I set aside for anything that might come up throughout the month that I didn't anticipate or plan for. So doing this is going to ensure that there is some padding, some flexibility built into your budget that is going to help you stay under budget so that you can meet your goals of saving more, investing more, and making your way to financial freedom. So this is really important. Another aspect of this is making sure you have some sort of sinking fund built into your budget. So either saving monthly for sinking funds or pre-funding them at the beginning of the year for things like car maintenance, house fund, travel, or personal care costs. So by putting these things in place in your budget, you are building flexibility on purpose and you're creating a buffer for yourself that is going to help you stay within budget without overestimating your variable expenses and without underestimating and going over budget. So that is 2 tips that you can take into account in how to fix your very strict budget. The last reason is that your budget relies on willpower and not systems. It's really important to create a system for yourself of how you track your spending so that you are staying within your budget. And to do that, you need a system, whether that be an app or some other way that you are monitoring your spending throughout the month. It's really important to have a system in place. For me, it's the money management tool that I showed you, the budgeting template that helps me set my budget at the beginning of the month, and then that allows me in real time to record my expenses and track my spending against the budget. In real time, I can see per category or as a whole for my variable expenses or fixed expenses, how I'm doing on my budget, what my actual spend is. And then from there, I can see, I can make decisions mid-month. Okay, well, there's this expense coming up. Where can I get the money from to fund this? Because I'm almost out of budget in this category. Or I can simply make an empowered decision to say, I'm about to go over my budget, so I'm not going to spend any more in this particular category. So it's really important to have a system in place to not only track your spending, but also to automate your savings. So one of the important personal finance lessons I've learned is what you don't automate is not going to happen most of the time. So depending on your willpower to save is not going to be good enough. So it's really important where you can to automate your saving goals and investing goals so they're automatically happening without you even thinking about it. So that's what I do in my bank account. Most bank accounts allow you to transfer automatically from one account to another. You can also set auto transfers to your investment accounts too, so that these things are happening without you depending on your willpower and making your money work for you without being bogged down with all these manual steps that you have to do. So these are the top 3 reasons that your budget has been failing you in the past, and these are things you can do to fix it in the new year so that you are staying consistent and on track and that you have a system in place to help you move forward. So let's recap here. Number 1 reason your budget is failing is because it's based on hope and not data. So importance of analyzing your spending history and making sure you're setting a budget that reflects your spending habit and not the other way around. The number 2 reason that your budget is failing you is because you're not building flexibility and room for unexpected expenses that occur in your budget. So that ends up putting you over budget. So the importance of having some sort of miscellaneous fund or a sinking fund that is funding some of your unexpected expenses that might come up. Last but not least is having a system in place, whether that be automating your investments and saving goals or having a simple money management tool like the template I shared with you in my last video. I'll link it down below in the description as well. That simply allows you to anticipate your budget for the upcoming month, allows you to track your budget throughout the month to help you stay on track and stay consistent. In my next video, I'm going to break down how to exactly analyze your spending based on, let's say, 2025 or the past 3 months and help you figure out how to set a realistic budget. I'm going to do a step-by-step breakdown of that. So if that interests you, be on the lookout for the next video. Thank you for tuning in, and I look forward to creating more helpful videos like this to help you stay on track of your finances in 2026.